Welcome to Tokyo Game Show 2016, and for the second year in a row, it's only PlayStation that's exhibiting out of the three major console makers. Now that's not to say they don't have anything to show. Sony's going to be launching its PlayStation VR headset in mere weeks, so that's the main focus of its show here this year. Now that's not to say my pick of the show was a VR title. In fact, it was a game that wasn't even on the show floor. It was The Last Guardian. Japan Studios had released a new demo that I got to play at their HQ down in Shinagawa, a little bit south of Tokyo. And it's a little bit more of what we got in the demo at E3. You get a closer look at the bonding with Trico, and you get a little bit more of an understanding of how that gameplay dynamic's going to work out. Now, it's been delayed again till December, but if you waited this long for another game from the studio that made Ico, you'll probably be happy to wait a few more months. Also from Japan Studios was Gravity Rush 2, which looks very much like a PlayStation 4 title now. It looks to be a sequel in every way possible. Bigger games, more moves, more abilities, and a world that's going to be at least twice, if not 3 times as big as its predecessor. The coolest part of the demo I played here at TGS was the addition of 2 new gravity styles, Jupiter and Luna. Now Jupiter, being a heavier planet, means stronger powers, more punchier attacks, but you're also going to be really slow. On the flip side of that, Luna makes you lighter, faster, but a little bit weedier. So there's a nice dynamic between switching between these 2 styles and how you fight the enemies. The game also comes out in a few months, around the same time as The Last Guardian, so it won't be long until you guys are playing it at home. My final highlight of the show here at Tokyo was actually a 15-year-old game, Rez Infinite. Recast in VR, it feels like this is where the game was always meant to be. It's immersive, it sounds great, it looks great, and this is my launch title for PlayStation VR. If you've already pre-ordered it, I think this is the game that you'll want to get.
Well, as Matt mentioned, VR is everywhere here at the Tokyo Game Show, and especially with Sony about to launch the PlayStation VR system next month. Now, I do have a couple of favorite titles from the PlayStation VR booth, one of which being Jackal Assault. It's a free game that comes with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, in which I got to fly a tiny little spaceship, and basically I just got to shoot things down. The adrenaline rush kept coming. It didn't stop for me. It felt great. I didn't feel dizzy at all, which is surprising. Yeah, I would definitely download that game. My other favorite title from the VR booth was Farpoint, in which I got to walk around this valley kind of place, and I saw these gigantic spiders that kept coming at me and shooting acid. It was a bit nasty, but it was fun at the same time. It felt great, and again, I didn't feel dizzy. Beautiful graphics, and this is definitely the kind of game that I would pay for. Now, obviously, PlayStation wasn't the only company to show off its VR gear here. We also saw plenty of Oculus Rifts here, HTC Vives, and there was a company called Future Town who actually unveiled its first piece of hardware, which is called the 5D Total Motion platform. You can do motorcycle, skiing, snowboarding, or even horse riding, and it was actually surprisingly immersive. Most of the games worked well, but they're months and months away from entering the market. I feel like I should just mention one non-VR game, and I noticed that Yakuza 6 is here, and the producer just announced some of the new mini-games that we'll get to play inside the main title. One of which is you have to look after this baby and stop it from crying. The video clip is actually pretty hilarious. The other one is you have to go diving to catch fish. And I'll mention one more, which is a video chat kind of challenge, but it won't be out until December, so I'll just have to find other things to do to kill time for now. Well, that's pretty much it from us here at the Tokyo Game Show. Hopefully we'll get to come back next year. Matt, is there anything you want to add?